Hello, Jay Cooper here, formerly Benjamin J. Cooper. This is an update video on Hyperice Inc. and formation of the company with Mike Katz. So formation of my company, Hyperice Inc. was formed in 1993 with Mike Katz. I came up with a name and the idea to do this after meeting Mike Katz at Brisbane Boys Grammar in Toowong, Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Mike Katz had come for the summer to a sports program from California where he lives with his father. So after the formation of this business and he went out to the United States, the basketballers that he knew, a lot of them were also on basketballer teams that I was recruited for when I was a young boy, age 8, which I'll make another video for that. But it was a lot of American basketball teams I was recruited for as well as at age 8. So all of this was a coincidence of how many Americans I know had all accumulated around me, which is quite amazing. Anyway, Mike Katz has now released all the inventions that I've made. So the massage gun, which he came to my house in Reservoir in 2014, and I had shown him some blue sketches or blue drafts, the diagrams and things, the drawings that I have of the massage gun, and they had gone and made that, but they had forgotten one thing. Even though I took that as a charity, they still owe me money. So they've got $1 billion share fund out there from the company that I began with Mike Katz, where I've invented the massage spear with the spikes on it that vibrates. That was my idea. Pretty well every invention I've got except for one, and the company I made it, I've designed it, I've built it. The prototypes, very, very rough prototype or drawing only, and they've gone and used the money to finish it off. So obviously I'm entitled to a large percentage of their profits, at least 20% of Hyperice, I'd say. If not 20, probably 5% of all their net profits, probably. The thing is, I just did not have any visits to America yet, but I had planned them, but I'd been so involved in Australia with actual real employee work and other things I was working on in business and music that I had not actually taken time to go out there. But I'd been working from here for quite some years, so 1993 to 2015, 16, up to 18, I'd been helping them with the business. So now I will be contacting them in regard to being paid and credited for the work that I've done. So Mike Katz says he's done all this himself. He's forgotten. What's important is the friendship between me and him, and my contacts in the basketball world out there is what got the company going too. But he doesn't know that I had those basketball contacts from when I was a young kid as well. So you see, people have connections like myself to the business world. Other people have used money to get these things. But the thing is that I'm still very happy with how it turned out. Having the formation of the company, but it's not just that, it's the healing of the athletes, when they're injured, having better machines and things for cooling down bruises or cuts and, stiff muscles. These are things that they have to have for people who are professional athletes all the time, but they didn't have when I was a little boy. Like I put out in the other video how my mum, Sandra Cooper, came up with the idea for ice bags by putting ice and double bagging it with plastic bags before St. John's did that, and before anyone else had done that. She had invented that. But as a housewife and a teacher, she didn't need anything else, so she didn't want to put any money down on that. But I was always interested as an athlete. So these are all the foundations, as well as myself being the second best inventor in the world. I was already an inventor, but I'd actually been still young enough and hadn't done all of the inventions that I'd done when I was older. So at that point, I'd still done a lot of inventions at age 15 that are surpassing pretty well anyone in the last 100 years. Anyone. So that has been shown on my other videos. So basically, the update is I'm seeing Mike Katz release a lot of videos, just finishing it off now with these videos saying that he's done Hyperice he did all this, he found all this. I didn't see one mention of my name and the time we spent together, the friendship we had, the work I put into contacting engineers of how to design these things and aeronautical engineers, the designs I gave. I didn't see anything, any videos about the thank yous for when they came down to my house in Reservoir, Victoria, with a pregnant wife, my son on the way. When I left my job and I was running a home business, I didn't see any thank yous when I was writing songs for Post Malone that time, but they weren't for Post Malone, they're for me. That's another story in the videos. But you see, these things need to be paid for the real people who invented it. People like myself who have real families, real children, real bills, people who don't come from millionaires, from billionaires from California. Even if we can get that kind of money in Australia, we have to get our dues. So 2024, expect calls for payment to myself. Expect invoices sent out from myself. Expect myself to get credits for the work I've done for Hyperice and the respect I deserve. So I'm putting out the truth there, as well as updating this video in 4K, part 2, to show you there's another side to doing business, but I'm still very happy with the products. But there is another side to business that everybody knows, which is the originality of the work and the real workmanship and the real hours and phone calls and work that people put in, like myself, to get things done. It's only a certain type of people can get that done. Not everyone can get this done. Not everyone can come up with these brilliant ideas. So you know that. We all know that. So this is the 2024 update. Coming into now 2025. Last night it just turned over to almost midnight before I finish this video. Thank you.